What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Cream Reviews. On today's show, I'm going to give you my predictions for WrestleMania 40. Let's get it. I guess we should start with night one of WrestleMania, and we'll start with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee of the LWO taking on Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio in a tag match. I'm recording this before the Go Home SmackDown, but on the last SmackDown, it seemed that Carlito was not okay with Dragon Lee being the chosen partner of Rey Mysterio. So I'm thinking Carlito is going to turn on his LWO family, and Santos and Dom are going to pick up the win here. Next up, we got a 6 women's tag match. We got Bianca Belair and Naomi and the debuting Jade Cargill taking on Damage Control of Dakota Kai and the Kabuki Warriors. I don't see the face women, Bianca, Naomi, and Jade, losing this. This is Jade's WrestleMania debut, and Bianca has a WrestleMania streak going. I think that continues here. I can totally see Dakota Kai taking the L here for her team and keeping the face women strong. Next up, I got to get my notes out here because this is a long one. It's a 6-pack challenge ladder match for the undisputed Universal Tag Team Championships. And I'm not really sure how this is going to go because I've heard that there can be 2 winners and they're going to split the tag team titles. But the participants are Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, The Awesome Truth of R-Truth and The Miz, DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, The New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, New Catch Republic, terrible name by the way, of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and A-Town Down Under of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. So if I have to pick one winner, I think it's going to be Awesome Truth. The story building up on Raw is R-Truth was in the Judgment Day and they betrayed him and he hasn't got one up on him. I think this is his moment along with The Miz. But if I had to pick a second winner, if they are going to split the tag team titles, I think I'm going to go with A-Town Down Under. They're a good young heel team, and they definitely need some story to build when they eventually turn on each other. And what better way to do that than to give them a tag team championship run on SmackDown? And there you wouldn't have to swap any people on any brands or anything like that. So I think that's the way it goes. If there's one winner, give me Awesome Truth to win the whole thing. But if there's 2 winners, I think A-Town Down Under could also take those SmackDown Tag Team Championships if they're splitting the belts. Next up, we got brother versus brother as main event Jey Uso takes on his brother Jimmy Uso. And I have to say, I'm definitely not confident in this pick, but I think that Jimmy is going to get the upper hand on Jey here. I initially thought that Jey was going to get a big WrestleMania win, but because he's in the Cody Rhodes camp and they need as much adversity as possible leading into Sunday, I believe Jimmy will get the upper hand. Maybe we will even see a debuting new member of the Bloodline. I know Lance Anoa'i, their cousin, is in fact a free agent. So potentially he comes in and interferes with the match. But I assume we will just get the regular Solo Sikoa interference and stuff like that. And we're stacking the adversity against Team Cody. So Jimmy goes over here by any means necessary. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Gunther has definitely been a dominant champion, but the way the story's going is Sami Zayn has to get the win here. He's conquered so much adversity, and he's conquering his self-doubt, and Sami Zayn will be the one to end Gunther's title reign. Not very confident in this. I could definitely see Gunther retaining, but the way that the story has been building up, Sami Zayn is going to get this and get the Intercontinental Championship. Next match on the card, we have Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion, defending against Becky Lynch, who won the Elimination Chamber to earn this chance at the title. But I think Rhea is the most dominant woman in the division at the moment, and they are going to keep her strong. And spoilers, I believe she is going to be the only member of the Judgment Day that is going to walk out of WrestleMania victorious. And this win over Becky will solidify her as the main event presence in the women's division. Give me Rhea to retain over Becky. Main event of night one, the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and his cousin, the final boss, The Rock, taking on the tag team of Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. The story here, leading up, is that Seth has had Cody's back, and he's focusing too much on the Bloodline, and not enough on his opponent in his World Heavyweight Championship match. And we need to stack the deck against Cody, as I said in the previous entry, as much as possible. So give me Roman and Rock winning here, and that will mean the main event of night 2 is going to be Bloodline rules. We're going to stack the adversity against Cody Rhodes so much, and we're going to leave doubt in your mind that he can get the job done to finish his story. Now we're going to go to WrestleMania Night 2, and the first match I have here is Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and AOP, the Final Testament. I have to say that I feel that the Final Testament needs a big win here. I know Lashley has a win over Karrion Kross. This can be a way to establish them as a dominant heel faction. And yeah, I think the Final Testament is going to get the win here over Lashley and the Street Profits. Next up, we've got LA Knight, taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles, a grudge match. AJ flew halfway around the world to Elimination Chamber to screw over LA Knight, and the build up to it has been LA Knight just trying to take revenge on AJ Styles. It's going to be a good one. If there's anybody that can lead LA Knight to a fantastic match, it's going to be AJ Styles. I think LA Knight gets the win here, even though I can totally see it going the other way. This is one of the more 50-50 matches in my mind. But LA Knight gets the win over AJ Styles and gets his WrestleMania moment. Next up, we've got the United States Championship Triple Threat match as Logan Paul defends against both Randall Keith Orton and Kevin Owens. I strongly feel in my heart that Logan Paul is going to retain this championship. Randy and Kevin Owens are going to cancel each other out. They're going to target each other and take each other out of the match. And Logan Paul is going to capitalize. And actually, in my predictions challenge over on Steven Larson's Going in Raw, check them out, by the way, I picked Randy Orton because I was afraid that I had picked too many heels going over on night 2. But I'm definitely not confident in that. I feel in my heart that Logan Paul is going to retain here and solidify himself as a true WWE superstar. Next up, we've got the Women's Championship match. Io Sky will be defending against the 2024 Royal Rumble winner, Bayley. And the way that they've been building this up, I honestly can't see Bayley taking it off. I know that Damage Control has been a thorn in her side ever since she created them, but they just haven't built Bayley up enough, in my opinion, to justify her beating Io. And maybe at a later date, maybe she'll get a rematch and pick up that championship. But as far as WrestleMania 40, I have Io Sky retaining, whether that's by interference from Damage Control or some other shenanigans. Io Sky retains the Women's Championship. we have the World Heavyweight Championship match as Drew McIntyre will challenge Seth freaking Rollins. And this one, I think, is a no-brainer. I think Drew is going to pick up this championship. The story, like I said in the night one tag match, the story has been Seth has been too focused on the bloodline. He's not going to be able to conquer Drew, especially after that night one match, where I think he's going to get really beat up, and he's going to have the scars of that match, and Drew McIntyre is going to take full advantage. I would be surprised if this was a long match. I think 10 minutes tops. Drew will pick this up. The wild card here is CM Punk is going to be on commentary, and he's actually got beef with both guys. But I think that might play into the finish, but I still think Drew is going to pick up the World Heavyweight Championship. Main event time. Roman Reigns, the undisputed Universal WWE Heavyweight Champion. Man, that's a mouthful. For over 1,400 days or something like that. Versus the winner of the 2024 Men's Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes. This has been the A story on both shows. Introducing The Rock on Team Bloodline. And the adversity is going to be stacked up the way that I have it. This is going to be Bloodline rules because Cody and Seth are going to lose the tag match. But be that as it may, it's going to be a happy ending. Cody Rhodes will win the championship and finish his story, no matter what the odds are stacked up against him. In this, The Rock may potentially turn on Roman Reigns, setting up a future program for them. I wonder how they're going to make storyline sense. But yeah, I have Cody winning against all odds, with the odds stacked up against him, with all the Team Cody members going down before. I think this is a happy ending to WrestleMania 40, and Cody will finish the story. So that's all I have, folks. Those are my predictions for WrestleMania 40. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments section. Let me know how I'm wrong. Let me know how you think MJF is going to debut after the main event. Let me know everything in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more Cream reviews in the future. But with that being said, this is Cream. Enjoy WrestleMania. We'll see you next time.